Hello, traveler. Hope you are doing well. In today's topic, we will be going over 5 social etiquette rules. Some probably know these things, but sometimes common sense isn't so common. Let's get started. The vocabulary word for the day is abrogate, which means to abolish, usually by authority. This word is a verb. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first one on the list is learning people's names. This is normally how we are supposed to identify someone. It's like an unremovable name tag, honestly. Now, there's nothing wrong with addressing someone by an alias or nickname, if you all have that type of relationship where you can. Sometimes you can't, though. You feel more comfortable and have more of a sense of connection when you say their name. This is someone you are really cool with. It's good to acknowledge someone, and it feels good when someone acknowledges you. Sometimes it lets you know that you still exist, and we are all on Earth together. Proof of realism. Calling someone by their name is a respectful thing as well. Now, calling someone out of their name is blatant disrespect. There shouldn't be any reason why you should feel the need to do that. If things are heating up and conversation is getting real personal and invasive, then you have all right to verbally defend yourself as well. And you should. But constant overuse of these words lets me know that you are immature. Makes me think you just found out what cuss words are. Maybe you're able to use them because your parents aren't around. Very childish. A few every here and there is okay, and when you're hanging with your friends, and you use that with them. If it's boys or girls' night out, we all don't expect for there to be all good words the whole time. But in this setting, we are all cool with each other for the time being. We don't know what could happen in between those times. Learning people's names is crucial because you never know who would actually be there in the end. It might surprise you, as it did me. The second one on the list is putting your phone away at the table. In this specific generation, we have been blessed and cursed with this one thing called a smartphone. We use these things every day and take them out with us when we are going somewhere. It's just so cool how the phones have just innovated over time and actually witnessed and are in that specific timeline. But these have been showing up more at the tables than the actual people. You will see the phone first at the table before even getting the food. Now, I know that it is a habit to check our phones, but there are certain times when we should be able to refrain from getting on our phones. It is best to put your phone away at the table because this is good table manners. This also gives the other person your full, undivided attention. You should be focusing on verbal communication by not bringing up your phone. Focus on face-to-face interaction. This also builds speech and memory. Use that opportunity to learn this person's body language. This is way overlooked, but this will help you understand more about them. The third one on the list is shaking hands firmly. Shaking hands with someone firmly is received as a sign of respect. This also shows them that you are respondent to miniature mutual agreements. If someone walks up to you and shakes your hand lazily, you're going to look at them as, is this guy serious? This could also be a sign that someone doesn't really know you like that, or even like you for that matter. So there are different levels to this as well. If you know them well enough, you can tell, and everybody else can. Coming up with a handshake is a sign that when it comes across your thinking, they must be cool with each other, symbolizing camaraderie and signifying cordial respect. If you have a handshake with someone you're really cool with, I'm going to come up with the pre-notion that you all have known each other for a while and got each other's backs. As it should be. So even if you don't know them like that, still give them that firm handshake. It could change the way they think about you in an instant, and in the way we want them to respond. A little pressure never hurt anybody. Fourth on the list is dressing for the occasion. This seems pretty self-explanatory when you think about it. It's not rocket science. But you'd be surprised by how many times I see people wearing the complete opposite of what they were supposed to be wearing. There should be a structured way to go about what you wear. I'm not saying you can't wear what you want to wear. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. Do your thing. But can we please put some thought behind these concepts and ideas? Whatever clothes you wear should fit or represent the theme of the place you go to. Read the atmosphere, and this will tell you. If you are invited to an all-white party, don't try to stand out and dress anything other than white, please and thank you. If you are going to a funeral, don't try to stand out and wear something that isn't oriented for such a sad event. If you're going to a dinner party and it's free range, then by all means dress to impress. If you have a job interview, you are always safe with casual attire. Dressing up anything other than that is the equivalent of inviting your wife to a bachelor party. It just doesn't belong. Even if you don't think it's a big deal, the people doing the hiring and the people around them are looking to see if you are sporting casual. For them, it's a sign that you are serious about what you're coming here for, and it's more potential you gain, simply off of having on standard and correct attire. Last but not least on the list, we have ask before bringing a guest. Before getting to know anyone, it's good to be a detective and just try to understand more and more about a certain person before you take that next step and going to see them or inviting them over to your house or even on a date. Social media makes it so easy nowadays. It's like I don't even really have to do the work anymore. Everyone is searchable, which is creepy but true. Let's say you invite someone over for dinner and you are just hanging out with them and chilling, not doing too much since this is the first time you're meeting this person. You're preparing and cleaning up the house for them so they can come in, and it's nice and clean. They let you know that they are here. You open the door and there are two people instead of the one person you invited. Mind you, they didn't say that they were bringing someone over. It was just going to be one and one. Now, you have to sometimes overextend yourself to someone you don't know like that, just so we can keep it respectful and cordial amongst each other. I know we don't want to do it, but that just keeps the peace. Sometimes you have to watch out for people like that, that brings in unnecessary drama and conflict. Also think about it like this. What if the person they bring with them was someone you didn't really rock with like that, and you have strong negative feelings towards? It's a setup is what it is. So before you bring someone over somewhere, always ask and do not let them come if they were uninvited. A quick little, hey, do you know this person? Or even looking them up goes a long way. And you go based on whatever answer they give you. If that respect is there, they won't put you in harm's way and vice versa. That's all I have for today. Hope you got a chance to really comprehend what I'm saying. Again, this might just be obvious, but common sense isn't as common, like I said before. Thanks for your attendance today. It never goes unwanted or unnoticed. Oh, and by the way, get off that phone, will ya? And as always, until next time.